Cecilia. Today we're going to build a beautiful and functional farmhouse style bench with just a few simple materials.
As far as materials go, not much is needed. You'll need one 2x10, two 2x4s, all 8 feet long, some 2.5-inch screws, some wood glue, paint and stain. That's about it.
Let's go ahead and get started.
The top of this bench will be 4 feet long, and it will consist of 3 4-inch wide boards, which I will rip from this 2x10. Since 8-foot lumber is normally just a little bit bigger than 8 feet, I'm going to have to cut a little off of the edge of this second half before I rip these. Alright, now to split these into 2 equal 4-inch boards. In order to do that, I'm going to have to take 9/16 off each side, and it will square up the edges, making it look better. Now that 9/16 of an inch has been squared off of each side, that leaves this board at 8 inches and 1/8, which leaves me 1/8 for the blade to remove, and I'll have 2 equal 4-inch pieces. Okay, now it's time to measure and cut our boards for the legs of the bench. It's going to be 18 inches tall from the floor to the top, so we need 4 boards that are 13.5 inches, another 4 that are 12, and 1 more 12-inch board to go beneath the center of the bench. Now that all the boards for the legs are cut to length, I'm just going to square off the edges, give it that nice clean look. Now just for looks, I'm going to cut a bevel in the boards for the legs wherever the end grain shows.
Step in our project is to sand all the pieces of our bench with some 120 grit sandpaper. We want to make sure everything's nice and smooth and try to remove some blemishes like these stamps from the lumber yard. we've sanded all the parts for our bench, it's time to begin construction.
You'll start by assembling the legs.
We've constructed our legs, we're going to attach them to the boards we're using for the bench seat.
We're going to space these boards about 3/8 of an inch apart with some scrap wood. Alright, now we're going to measure and mark the spot for our center support brace. The bench is 4 feet wide. We'll mark the center of this at 2 feet.
Coming up, we're going to stain and paint this, and we will finally be done. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Now that our bench has been assembled, we're going to paint and stain the bench. The cross brace and both of the legs will be painted white, and for the actual bench seat, we're going to use a gel formula that has both the varnish and polyurethane in there, so it's going to save us a little bit of time. Now, you could get creative with this if you want. We're going to go with a really traditional look, but if you wanted to just mix it up and have some fun, feel free to do that. that we've applied 2 coats of paint to the cross brace and the legs, it's time to apply some gel stain. Like I said before, it has both varnish and polyurethane in it, so as soon as we complete this, we'll be done with our bench. I can't wait.
Well, now we have our fully completed farmhouse style bench ready to sit down and relax.
It's not been an easy project, we're not going to lie, but it's so rewarding. This is the joy of woodworking.
Now we have a little secret. We actually made 2 of these at the same time, one for each of our dads for Father's Day.
We really hope they enjoy them. It's sure been a lot of work. We hope you enjoyed this video. As always, hit that subscribe button for more great projects just like this. We're also on Facebook at Wood Songs by Russell. Happy woodworking!